Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the internet and welcome to my channel. It's me, Odio, and I'm here today to do another review for you. And today it's your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. Woohoo! A new Spider-Man show from Marvel's out. Is it going to be any good? Well, I love the old one. Let's check it out. So yeah, just to be clear, before we get this going, this is like a multiverse, one-off, like Elseworld type story. Now, I don't watch a lot of Marvel animation anymore, and that's kind of the reason. A whole bunch of multiverse and other things. It just gets impossible to follow, but here we go. I'm going to give Spider-Man a try. I was a big fan of the 90s show. I used to read the old Spider-Man comics, and I like the MCU Spider-Man movies. I even like the old trilogy from Sam Raimi back in the day. The third one could have been a little bit better, but overall, I'm in for Spider-Man. I'm a pretty big fan. But in this new one here, I can't say I'm as much of a fan. This is a totally different take on Spider-Man. Not a lot is the same here. We're kind of getting Theseus' ship, right? Like, is it still the same ship if you change everything about it, but still have Spider-Man at the helm? Well, I mean, no, I would say.
No! God, please, no! 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 No!
But I mean, when we get this going here, it starts off with a theme song. Now, the theme song is kind of like a reworking of the old, like, really like the 70s Spider-Man one, where you used to just show him kind of webbing around and clicking the webs to nothing just in the sky. It was awful. I did not like the reimagining. I did not like the new song. As a matter of fact, in these first two episodes, I didn't like any of the music. I thought it was real bad. I like the old classic Spider-Man themes and things, but I didn't feel the rework worked good, and I didn't like the tunes here. So as we start off your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man, we get Peter waking up late. He's got to go to orientation day at his new fancy robot school, and Aunt May gives him a ride. Aunt May is giving him a little pep talk there because, Uncle Ben is apparently already dead in this, although Spider-Man doesn't have his powers, which is, I just got to point out right away, that's an awful change. With great power comes great responsibility. Uncle Ben instills that in Spider-Man, and because Spider-Man doesn't save him that night and instead goes to the wrestling event, he ends up feeling really bad and becoming a Spider-Man hero.
Emotional, damn it!
What the heck are they doing here? You can't just cut that out. You gotta have Uncle Ben die. We gotta see him. This doesn't make any sense. But anyway, yeah, it's like I said, totally different take. There's also no spider bite in a lab. When this show starts off, and I gotta say, the animation, I was not a fan. It's that new style, like the Mutant Mayhem style from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And I just I don't really like it. It's okay. I mean, it's not the worst I've ever seen, but it's not my cup of tea. But we start that off and you see, I think it's supposed to be Venom, but he has a weird shaped head and stuff. Comes through a multiverse portal, tries to kill Peter, but gets stopped by Doctor Strange. Hey, what's up? It was nice to see Doctor Strange. Actually, my favorite scene in this whole show was this fight with him versus Venom. So as they're kind of fighting, Peter is, he tries to save this girl. Her name is Nico. Now, it's not MJ or Gwen Stacy. No, we're getting Nico. All right, then fine. And he tries to save her by talking to Venom, kind of delays him till Doctor Strange can take care of business. So after Peter gets saved and Doctor Strange takes care of business, when he's taking Venom through the portal, like a little spider thing clips off the end of him, lands on Peter's neck and ends up biting him right in front of Nico, and he just sort of passes out on the ground. Okay, I guess that's the origin. He's got his spider powers. What the heck? The scene then cuts ahead and, Peter is already Spider-Man, web slinging around. He puts on an outfit which, oh my god, I thought it was so terrible. Oh man, it did not look like classic Spider-Man costume. It looked like he literally just made this 5 minutes before the show started. I didn't like it. And it shows him kind of web slinging around, which is all right. And then we get introduced to Harry Osborn, who's dealing with bullies. He looks a little bit different. If you're familiar with the old Harry Osborn, the new guy doesn't look quite the same. Looks a bit feminine and weird, but whatever. I mean, it's still Harry, I guess, but he acts totally different. And then when Spider-Man catches up with him, has to save him from the bullies. Another complaint I have is they take out phones to like live stream and record. There's a lot of phones in this. Like, come on, man, I'm watching a cartoon. I don't want to see people live streaming and talking to their chat and stuff in the middle. Come on, like, I want Spider-Man action. Anyway, that's how they meet. It's really weird. And he meets Norman later on. Norman kind of like tries to be, I guess, like Iron Man was to Spider-Man 2016 type guy. He comes to and meets Aunt May, starts offering him this scholarship at his Oscorp place where they can make robots and things. And I don't know. It was really odd. The portrayal of Norman and Harry I did not like. And he also doesn't look anything like certainly doesn't look like Willem Dafoe or anything that he used to in the old one. So, I mean, whatever. I found the animation was bland. The AI writing in this, I mean, I'm not saying it was definitely AI, but it feels like it. Their conversations are stilted and I just found them weird. They don't talk like normal people speak. Later on in the second episode, we actually see Peter go to Oscorp and he's like doing the robot thing, and we get Doc Connors. I was like, right on, Kirk Connors, with the wife and the kids are. No, it's some random chick. I don't know who. I don't know what the heck's going on here, but I guess she's gonna be the lizard now. Looks awful. Doesn't look or act anything like Kurt. Same thing with Harry and Norman. So Harry, Norman, and Kurt all look different. They all act different.
Wait a minute. Who are you?
Like I said, we're in a ship of Theseus here. Doesn't seem like all the same parts are there that should be there for Spider-Man, but we are kind of in the frame of it. Peter is a total loser. Everyone keeps talking down to him, and I don't know. It's I really don't like the way they portray his character. I think he comes off pretty weak. And like I said, you get the camera phones everywhere all the time. But it was kind of light on action. There was that scene with Doctor Strange at the beginning. There's another little scene where Spidey helps out Harry Osborn. The other really great scene in this was you get Firefly in episode 2. Again, a completely reworked what's up, dude, bro version of Firefly, which I thought was awful. Terrible portrayal. Then he's there to burn down a building because he's getting paid to do some insurance scam. But of course, he's at the wrong place.
Boy, that escalated quickly. I mean, that really got out of hand fast.
And Spider-Man beats him up, whatever. I don't know. It was all right. I thought it was nice to see Firefly and I like to see the burning and stuff, but just again didn't work. Looks totally different than he does in anything else. So I don't get the take on a lot of these things. I know it's like a multiverse, but man, you can at least put a little bit of effort in here. So other than those couple fights, it's pretty light on action, The conversations are, like I said, it feels stilted like AI wrote it. When he's at Oscorp, kind of working there, you do get to meet some of the other scientists and thing, and Doc Connors and whatever. And that's when he kind of sneaks out to go be Spider-Man. So we get this big cliffhanger ending where Norman approaches Pete right at the end and says, "So, you're Spider-Man," and it fades away to the dark. And I'm like, I don't even care. What? He's not Spider-Man. I don't know who this person is, but it's not Spider-Man. I was not a fan of this show at all. I found the dialogue was strange. I mean, and how are you going to cut out the core of Spider-Man? With great power comes great responsibility. Uncle Ben has to be there. Brutal. I didn't like it at all. I didn't like the changes to the characters. I didn't like the way that they were acting, the way they were interacting with Peter. I didn't think worked. Wasn't a fan of the animation. Every song and all the music that comes up for it, I just thought was bad. I didn't enjoy it. I wasn't having any fun, and I didn't really laugh at any of the jokes or anything. None of it really landed for me. Just overall, it's a totally new, I guess, in a way, fresh take on it, but nah, not for me. I would honestly say if you are a fan of old school Spider-Man, you are not going to like this. Maybe for newcomers and new fans who've never seen the old one, but if you're looking for some of that classic Spider-Man feel, in my opinion, you're not getting it here. You're not getting it. You're getting a whole new take from a different person who wants to do a whole new version, which is really too bad. X-Men 97 earlier on this year was fantastic by Disney. I love that. Inside Out 2 last year was great, and Moana 2, they've been nailing it with animation, but this sucked. On the odometer, I would give this show a 2 out of 10. And that's just because there were 2 action scenes I thought were okay. The rest of it, I could honestly just leave it. I would not recommend this show to anyone. I don't see me continuing past these first 2 episodes because I really didn't have a good time. But hey, you gotta give things a chance, so you're not gonna know if you're gonna like it or not. But thanks so much for watching this far, guys. Really appreciate that. Please like, share, and subscribe to the video. And remember, everybody, stay out of trouble.